Hello friends, this is the third video of Unit 4, that is Deep Learning. In this video we are going to discuss about convolutional neural network, that is CNN. There are two types of networks, convolutional neural network and artificial neural network. Convolutional neural network is generally a type of artificial neural network itself, but the difference between convolutional neural network and artificial neural network is the number of hidden layers present into the network. In artificial neural network, generally the number of hidden layers are ranging from 1 to 5, but in case of convolutional neural network, the number of hidden layers are approximately up to the 100 or more than that. So artificial neural networks are generally used for classification, regression and prediction, whereas convolutional neural networks are used for image recognition and classification. CNN are used for identification of objects, faces and traffic signals. It is also used for generating vision in self-driving cars and the robots. CNN is a type of feed-forward neural network in which connectivity pattern between the neurons are inspired by organization of visual cortex. So what is feed-forward neural network? In feed-forward neural network, output signal is passes from one neuron to the from one layer to the other layer in a forward direction. Like output signal is passes from input layer to hidden layer and hidden layer to the output layer. To understand the working of convolutional neural network, we have to first understand the basic principle on which convolutional neural network works. So convolutional neural networks are generally used for image interpretation. The way convolutional neural network interprets the image is very similar to the image interpretation done by the human brain. So let us first understand how human brain interprets the image. Everything we see is first processed by our eyes. Eyes send this information to primary visual cortex at the back of the brain. So in our brain there are two areas, or we can say two components are present. One is cerebral cortex, where there is a region which is called as the primary visual cortex. So this primary visual cortex is responsible for the image interpretation in the brain. In brain, simple features of image like lines, edges, colors are combined in the steps. For example, in first step the lines are combined to form a shape. Then in the second step this shape is combined with the color. In third step then again this shape may be combined with the sound, and at the final step all the features are combined to construct a whole image. So the function of visual cortex is to capture the features of objects like lines, edges, colors associated with an image, or maybe the sound associated with a word. The primary visual cortex is highly specialized for processing information about static and moving objects, and it is excellent in pattern recognition. So this is a diagram of our brain. This blue color portion is called as the visual cortex. The region which is denoted with number 17 is the primary visual cortex, which is used for receiving the visual impulses. The area which is represented with 18 and 19 number, they are used for recognition and identification of objects with the past experience. So in this visual cortex there are different regions which are denoted in this diagram. This purple color region is the visual cortex, where if you observe there are different areas like V1, V2, V3, V4, and there is another area which is called as empty. So what is the purpose of these areas? Each area is responsible of extracting the feature from the image. Like one area is responsible for extracting the lines, one area is responsible for extracting color, the other area is responsible for detecting the motion. So every region is responsible for extracting the features, and at last all these features are get combined to form a final image. So these are some areas and their functions are describe. Like V4 area is responsible for identifying colors and shape. V5 an empty area is represented, or it is responsible for detection of motion. V8 is used for processing color vision, whereas L0 recognizes the large scale objects. So till now we have discussed how the brain interprets the image. Now we have to give that image to the computer, and then the convolutional neural network processes that particular image. So first we will see how the computer reads the image. There are two types of images, grayscale image and the color image. Grayscale image is in terms of black and white pixels. So these grayscale image are generally represented in the form of matrix, and these matrix consist of the pixel values. These pixel values means it denotes the brightness of that particular pixel present into the image. In this case, these pixel values ranges from 0 to 255. Value 0 denotes black pixel, whereas value 255 denotes the white pixel, and there may be some shades between black to white. These are represented between the values 0 to 255. So in diagram you can show see that the image is represented as a matrix, and there are different values like 0, 68, 119, 170, and these all the values are ranges from 0 to 255. So what about color images? Now color images, or it is also called as the RGB images, they are the composition of three primary components, red, green and blue. Because these three components, red, green and blue, these are considered as the primary color. So color image is composed of these three independent components. In this RGB image, these components are called as the channels. So color image is composed of three channels, red, green and blue. So this is the color image representation. Here you can see the three different matrix. One matrix denotes the pixel values for red color, other matrix denotes the pixel value for green color, and the last matrix represent the pixel value for the blue color. And all these matrices are stacked over one another to represent the particular RGB image. So the pixel on RGB image are formed from the corresponding pixels of these three component images. So if you observe, we have one RGB image on left side, and their matrix representation is shown on the right hand side. So when we represent the grayscale image, generally it is represented with two dimension, that is 28 by 28. The meaning is that there are 28 rows and 28 columns, and that many pixels are present into that image. So or that grayscale image is made up of that many pixels, 28 into 28. But when we represent the color image, it is represented as 28 into 28 into 3, that is 28 rows, 28 columns, and these 28 by 28 three times, because 28 by 28 for red color, 28 by 28 for green color, and 28 by 28 for the blue color. So we represent color image as 28 into 28 into 3. Likewise here the image is 5 by 10, so this image is represented as 5 into 10 into 3. Now this we will see the architecture of convolutional neural network. The diagram shows the architecture of convolutional neural network. Now this convolutional neural network is not a fully connected network. So which neural network we called as a fully connected network? Because in artificial neural network, every neuron in one layer is connected to all the neurons in the other layer. In that case, every neuron is connected with every other neuron in the second layer or in the preceding layer. So such a type of architecture is called fully connected architecture. But convolutional neural network doesn't have this kind of architecture. If you see this particular diagram, this diagram shows three layers. The lower layer is input layer, the middle layer is the hidden layer, and the upper layer is called as the output layer. in this diagram there is only one hidden layer is shown. It is for only the simplicity, but actually the convolutional neural network consists of many number of hidden layers. So if you observe this particular connection, if you see first neuron in the second layer, that is in the hidden layer, that neuron is connected to first, second and third neuron in the input layer or in the first layer. If you consider the second neuron in the second layer, it is connected to second, third and fourth neuron of the input layer. If you consider the third neuron of the second layer, then it is connected to third, fourth and fifth neuron of the first layer. So the hidden neurons are connected to the limited number of neurons in the first layer. They are not connected to all the neurons present in the previous layer. So if you observe this, there are less number of connections. So ultimately there are less number of weight values, and conventionally the computation is also less. But in convolutional neural network, only one layer is fully connected layer, that is the output layer. If you observe that in output layer there is only one neuron present which is connected to all the neurons in the second layer. So in convolutional neural network, only one layer is fully connected, that is the output layer. All other neurons are not fully connected neurons. Why we are not using this fully connected network for image recognition? If you consider, or if you see this particular diagram, so both the diagram shows the fully connected network. So if you consider the image with 28 by 28 by 3, in that case, and the neural network is fully connected, so in only the first hidden layer the number of weights will be 2352. So you can imagine how many weights are there in a total network and how much computation the neural network has to do to perform the or to calculate the output. But your images are not generally that much small as 28 by 28 by 3. Generally your images are big one, that may be more than 200 into 200 into 3. So you can imagine how many weight values are there, and accordingly how much computation the neural network has to do. So it is not possible to use these kind of networks for the image recognition. Now we will see convolutional neural network. In the architecture of convolutional neural network, there are different layers present into this network. These layers are listed as follows. First layer is convolutional layer. Second layer is called as the non-linear or ReLU layer. Third layer is called as the pooling layer, and fourth layer is called as the fully connected layer, which is used for the pattern classification. So in next video we will see in detail the function of each layer. Till the time, thank you.